Hey guys, what is up? Welcome to the video. So I've been researching a few penny stocks and I found two with a big opportunity right in front of them. These two penny stocks have great long-term potential. I don't currently own any position in them, but I am very excited about these companies and I want to let you guys know about the opportunity. One of these stocks is in the cannabis space and one of these stocks is in the EV space, electric vehicle space, which is growing like crazy right now. Both of these categories can be crazy hyped at any moment, as currently we're experiencing the EV hype. And later I have a thesis as well that we'll experience a trend of cannabis hype, kind of like we're seeing with EVs right now. So these are two hype stocks, hype penny stocks, that have great opportunity long term and I believe could have some crazy gains. These have the potential to 5x, 10x, 20x your money, and very exciting opportunities coming up. So let's get into the first one of these stocks. So the first one of these stocks is the cannabis stock, and that is Cannabis Strategic Ventures, ticker symbol NUGS, NUGS. So looking at this chart, you can tell when the cannabis hype happened and all the spikes and all the cannabis stocks, this was one of them to get crazy hyped up. Since then, it has not stopped trending down. And yeah, you can just see the potential in the bounce back upside, the hype potential as we saw it reach $5 at one point, and just the pure excitement and opportunity around this company. So looking at the website, Cannabis Strategic Ventures, as you can see, so Cannabis Strategic Ventures, we're an organization that incubates, develops, and partners with category leaders in the cannabis sector. So they grow their own product. They have a huge amount of product that they're producing. They've doubled it recently, which we'll get into in a second. And the corporate vision is to shape the cannabis industry's future by striving for evolution in products, places, and people. So there's some basics. Here's the company's story, how it came about. And on the website, why grow with us? Rapid growth, top visibility, and strategic partnerships. So that's their business model real quick. So this business includes three big companies that is with Cannabis Strategic Ventures, and these are Asher House Wellness, Bud Hire, and LYXR. So first we got Asher House Wellness. Asher House Wellness is pretty much cannabis for pets and pretty much medical marijuana to help these pets through any pain and stuff like that. So it's very interesting. It is founded by a guy who loves dogs, so of course he's not like trying to get these dogs high. That's him in the picture, and he tells a story on the company's website. I would show you guys, but it is kind of a long video. But he just says how one of his dogs had crazy back pain. They could not find a cure. They came across this dog cannabis, and that changed the dog's life forever. No more pain for that dog. And as you can see what the CBD for these pets look like right there. So next up we got Bud Hire. Bud Hire pretty much matches these workers with cannabis industry jobs, and as well provides sector-specific professional employment organization and human resources consulting services. Pretty much an employment consulting service for cannabis jobs. And cannabis is a growing industry and a growing sector, so there will be a bunch of jobs coming up as legalization continues to move on. And I see legalization in the next 5 years or so. I would not be surprised if it's legal everywhere in the US. And finally, the last part of the business, we got LYXR. LYXR is a line of luxury skincare products derived from hemp CBD and other dynamic ingredients with hydrating, regenerating, and anti-aging properties. So it's a very premium product, but people will pay a premium for how they look and for their skin health. And this is very intriguing for consumers, just a new product in this space. This may or may not take off, we can see, but I do think there's growth opportunity ahead of this one. So the reason I'm so excited about this one is, as you can see in this article, Cannabis Strategic Ventures announced its second best sales week, which was $550,000 in company history. This company is finally gaining a lot of traction, getting the recognition it deserves, and it's a big growing business, and I'm very excited about the growing opportunity right in front of it as the cannabis sector grows. As you can see in this article, the CEO states that it's no surprise that they keep on growing, and he also says it's hard not to see them growing past August and further years down the line. They're just saying that they're seeing so much increasing demand and growth that this company is primed for the cannabis takeoff. So while many cannabis stocks appear to start turning around after 18 to 24 months of bearish action, the biggest gains in this sector when we do see the bull run is the one with the big growth stories, and I believe Cannabis Strategic Ventures could be one of these. The company just announced that it has seen record total monthly cannabis sales and record sequential monthly cannabis sales growth so far in the month of April, with a pace of more than 6 million, up more than 400% over average seen in Q1. And the CEO has a quote, "Demand is through the roof. We don't see this as a consequence of the stay-at-home policy. This is about improving market positioning and a strong structural growth boom." So like I was talking about earlier, this company is really increasing the production that they have of this product, the cannabis, and they're increasing this by 88% to 150%. So they're more than doubling the production they had of cannabis before, and they are estimating that in the next 45 to 60 days, They're already going to double what they have so far this year, so that growth is astronomical. The market cap of this company is currently just 26 million. It's pulling in a year revenue of 2.9 million and has 222,000 in cash, which is not huge, but it is enough to get them through more growth and more opportunities that come up. Alright, so that was Cannabis Strategic Ventures stock, ticker symbol NUGS. So next up, we're going to look at the EV stock that I think has a huge growth opportunity right in front of it. So this stock is Alternate Systems Incorporated, ticker symbol ALYI. So looking at the chart, you can see this stock tends to have big pumps, big dumps, very volatile. It's trading for 1.2 cents, which is a tiny market cap. But I'll get into in a second what I am so excited about this company and the growth that I think they're about to experience. So looking at the website, so the goal of this company is to improve energy storage capacity. They have three parts of the business. They have energy storage, electric vehicles, and military apps. So they state, talking about their energy storage, we've recentered alternate strategy on finding innovative solutions to energy storage shortages, and those innovative solutions do not necessarily need to come from lithium-based technology. And here's what I'm really excited about. The ReVolt electric motorbikes. The point of the ReVolt electric motorbike is to become a leader in the product of electric motorbikes as daily drivers in the developing economic regions of the world where motorcycles, scooters, and mopeds are the primary mode of transportation. So in these smaller companies, this is where they're targeting. The people that use motorcycles to go everywhere, these are always gas in the second, third world countries, but they're trying to make these electric, make it more cost efficient for the consumers and better for the environment. Alternate is applying its portfolio of lithium battery technologies to empower commercially viable, environmental sustainable modes of transportation through these electric motorbikes. And they have a long-term plan to make pretty much every motorbike no longer use gas, but use EVs. So this is kind of Tesla's plan. Tesla wants to turn the world from gas to electric, and this company is thinking the same way. They believe that the future of transportation is straight electric. Now it's impossible for Tesla to own the entire market share. At most, Tesla will own like 10 to 20%. So there's 80% room for all these other companies to come in. And I do believe that these motorbikes that this company is making can have a small portion of this market share, which is enough to make this penny stock jump huge. So currently a lot of famous people already have some of these retro bikes, which is pretty cool to look at, including Conan, Johnny Depp, Steven Tyler, and as you can see, just funny pictures of everybody using these motorbikes, which is just showing that people are actually using these as of right now. Now it does kind of look like a joke, but this company is serious about this. They're designing new models that look more normal, but they thought this retro bike was kind of cool to start out with and put out in the world and just see how the product performs. And obviously it's performing pretty well, as we can see these famous people, these celebrities using this bike currently. Now I believe that Tesla will own the technology space. They're getting all the data, but this company certainly does not lack confidence. So here's where it gets interesting. This company is saying the technology that powers future EVs is likely not yet invented or discovered. They go on to say, how does one build a mass EV production capability today using technology available today and maintain the flexibility to deliver EV product tomorrow using technology that is not yet discovered? They're saying that this type of production has not yet been discovered, which Tesla claims they have discovered it, and they do claim they're mass producing this. And that this company goes on to say, quote, not naming any names here, but I think you can guess an endeavor that meets the definition of a premature mass production attempt that will likely not sustain in the long term. And as you scroll down, you see the Tesla car wrecking into the sign. So this company is throwing some mad shots at Tesla, which is insane. They're a ballsy company right there. I'm looking at this chart, EVs as a percentage of total vehicles by country. So they're just pretty much showing the market share that they're ready to take on and how all these huge percentages of gas cars can turn into all EVs. And most of these are like 2%. So there's 98% room to grow, which is insane for growth opportunity. And a ton of different companies are going to get into this growth stage. But if this company can just get a small part in it, this will be a game changer and will make the company worth much more than it's currently valued at. So I'm not calling for this company to do what they're saying to do, but I am calling for this company to have a slight market share, to kind of be a specialty in the market, and that right there will be enough to launch this company from a penny stock to a respectable value. We see all these other EV stocks taking off. We see NIO, Workhorse, SHLL. This company is not popular in the EV investor space, and I believe that this could gain some traction pretty soon. So finally we get to the next business model, their military applications. So their CEO is actually ex-military. And the point of the military applications that they're working on is to improve the technology in a cheaper, more sustainable, and more productive way. So the fact that the CEO is ex-military It states that he has a bunch of connections to the military. He knows what needs to be done. He knows how to help them. So this is a big growth opportunity. This is a lot of excitement. If they do ink a deal with the US military, this is huge for the company. This means that they're US government backed, and there's pretty much no chance of bankruptcy. Once you're supporting the US military, giving them products, the US government got your back if you got their military. So I'm very excited for all the growth opportunities with these two companies. As we see currently, the EV space is taking off. We've seen the cannabis space take off 2 years ago, and I believe we're primed for another takeoff coming up soon. So I'm very bullish on these stocks long term. Now, of course, they're super risky being penny stocks. Never put a ton of money into one of these penny stocks because who knows, this stock could drop 50% super easily. Bad news could come out. Penny stocks are mostly bets, but instead of just betting, you can use these educated guesses, look deep into the company, and just form a thesis around it. What do you think they're going to do? And with these two companies, I have formed a thesis that I think long term, there will be small market shares in each of their two industries, and that will be enough to make them respectable companies and no longer penny stocks. So if you guys are looking to join the stock group, it's $9.99 a month. Every day you can update a portfolio. Every time I buy and sell a stock, I send a message. And it's a great community of investors, over 850 investors working together to find the best ideas of the next big investment. So I do want to give Mikey Isaac a shout out. He brought ALYI to my attention. And out of all penny stocks I've researched, these two have stuck out the most recently for long-term investments. If you want to get your 2 free stocks on Webull, one is valued from $12 to $1,400. The link is in the description. You can't go wrong with free money right there. About $20, you can't go wrong. And I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let's get rich.